guys, welcome to another video. D1NZ day 2. This is the competition day and everything. Qualified P2 yesterday, which is phenomenal considering we've basically got half the horsepower of anybody in the field on a 235 and with a very basic car after 2 practice laps. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch yesterday's video first for context. But yeah, today's competition day and yeah, enjoy the ride guys. Should be a wild day. We've got 2 practice sessions, so you know, hopefully 4 laps before competition later tonight to try and get my head around it a little bit more, work out where we're at, and then go from there. It's gonna be good. Oh no, my bog's falling off. Oh no guys, what are we gonna, oh no, damn it. That was actually the secret sauce there, is the bog, inch thinker bog. Oh. Alright boys, first practice of the day. Going out with the boss. Gotta do 2 runs, a lead and then a chase. See how we go. Losing power steering, not ideal. Power steering. No power steer at all. Oh, fuck's sake.
Gotta fix that boot down somehow, bro. It's flapping around.
Okay. Alright, been watching the footage, and when my power steering is cutting out and stuff like that, and then Zach mentioned something that I actually have had happen in the past. Zach, explain it quickly.
So in the past, so the R chassis, they run a solenoid on the power steering rack.
Yeah.
So it's not even plugged up. So we're gonna try and Mickey Mouse it and then make it work.
So Mickey Mouse is dodgy it.
The whole car's dodgy.
Yeah, but it's running 12 volt to it, which is what I in the past had a 32 4-door with an RB25 in it. And I was having this exact issue this car's having. And I didn't even click this time around that 12 volt to the rack, and it fixed it on my car. So yeah, and Zach's had the same issue before and it's fixed it. So
we're gonna just hope
with any luck run 12 volt to the solenoid. That'll be happy.
We'll just run it straight to the bloody battery.
Yeah,
straight to the battery, connect it up,
No
away
worries.
we go. The thing is our goal is to keep this car alive to get through today. That's all we need it for. Keep it alive for today and get you on the podium. You and James.
So much of my professional drifting life is like that, to be honest. Alright, update guys. We have gone ahead and jammed 265s under the back of this car. We've also ran 12 volt to the rack to try and fix the power steering issue. We're basically just throwing things at this thing, trying to make it work. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll spin the 265s. It should do, you know what I mean? We're only in second gear. Hopefully I can just go through, do what I need to do, just get a bit more grip out of this thing. My idea behind going grippier at the back now is because I'm fighting with the front of the car and I'm depending on the front of the car normally where I wouldn't, because I'm lacking the rear grip. So now I figure if I go heaps of rear grip and steer the car more from the back, as well as a little bit more wheel speed because they're a taller tyre, it will hopefully make my life easier and I'll be able to steer it a bit more with the rear of the car versus the front of the car. That's the plan anyway. I guess we'll find out in a sec if it works or not. Fingers crossed. Power steering, guys. I'm gonna fucking crash this car. Oh, no power steer at all, for fuck's sake. Like worse. Alright, I didn't film it because I went and hung out with the wife and kids, but the boys apparently done some work on the power steering. We're hoping that it's sorted out. The guys are pretty confident it has sorted it out, so I guess we'll find out. We've actually been allowed to do a mechanical, so we're gonna go out, give it a quick test, see if we got power steering, because honestly it's very scary driving this car full speed at a corner, not knowing if it's gonna turn. So yeah. It's literally got as much poke as my Raptor. The fuck's it doing now? bad news?
We'll go for the bad news first.
Good news was the amount of grip for the amount of power actually feels good now, from a sense where it's like 20 was a bit too much, where the car was very lurchy, where 30 psi the car's more comfortable, less, I'll have to be less rapey. Bad news is power steering's still shit. Yeah. I think it's air radial. Need an underdrive. I think that's what it's doing. I think it's just, well, obviously this whole course is literally just full throttle the entire time, high revs, and I think we're just air rating. I'm guessing we're air rating, because it's fine when you drive out there. It's fine on initiation, on your first lap. Go for your second lap, you're like on struggle street. Which, yeah, I don't know, it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I'll be leading most of my battles first, so at least my first run will be a nice clean lead, and then in the chase, I don't know, as long as I don't friggin' if they're nice lead drivers, I should be okay, but if I'm having to make like an adjustment on the fly, like we're fucked basically. So it is what it is. Keep sending anyway, and
you want to pick a steering wheel?
I don't know, pull the steering wheel off the Volvo. Just
So here we are, guys. We've got some more backyard mechanic stuff that's going to happen. I didn't swear there, just so we're good for YouTube. Hey guys. We've decided that, well, we haven't decided, the R32 power steering's still playing up. I'm blaming chicken.
What the fuck, why am I getting the blame? I had a brilliant idea.
Here we are now with the making a power steering cooler out of a radiator. You know, what happens in New Zealand stays in New Zealand, but what do you reckon, Luke? Is this going to work?
Do we have some fucking dash 6? What's that? This is dash 8. Dash 10? Oh yeah, we're getting closer.
I got fittings and there's more time for it to get through and not the
70 AEG batteries.
And it's more capacity.
Did you those fittings to the radio?
Yep, mint. So we need some plates to fucking cap the ends off. Chia butter.
Chia butter.
Now we've just got to, there's a fit in to screw into the big one, just at this end, so that one there has to go at this end.
Okay, sweet.
I didn't leave you much room here, unfortunately, sorry, because we are close to those tubes, but that's right.
I'll just rip them out a bit.
Oh, you just buckle that off with a flat disc. That's here, we're going to weld into here.
Yeah.
And then we've got that hose end with the dash 6 on it, and the dash 6 is 3.8. Well, that almost does it, but it won't.
Right, now we'll see. Right.
So we'll just weld around that, and that can go on that end.
This goes on that end.
On that end, yep. And this
well,
one here.
yeah, sick.
Oh yeah.
Right, now we've got some peace and quiet. Are you happy with the new power steering cooler?
I haven't actually had a good chance to check it out
looks
yet,
sick.
but it actually looks quite good. It's our intercooler on our intercooler.
Yeah. So, boys, are we happy? Ish?
Well, the noise is fucked off, it's a good start.
But It looks fantastic.
Oh mate,
I'll give it that. It actually looks fantastic.
You can't buy quality like that.
Oh wait, did you put this top edge on it? Or was that the bottom
No,
of it?
no, we're not that flash. We hide the ugly bit on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
It's smart enough to do that.
Yeah.
That's why we put you inside the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And keep the bonnet closed. Alright, we're gonna let the boys finish off the car. James is in the top 24. Because I qualified second, basically means I skipped the top 20 or 32 it would be. So I go straight into top 16. So I'm gonna go watch James, cheer him on. We'll go and have a look at that while the boys are finishing up on our new power steering setup there. I friggin' hope, like fingers are crossed, I really hope it works this time, because yeah, otherwise we're really on struggle street if we can't get that sorted. Right, so top 24 drivers all lined up, obviously including James, team boss, team manager, one foot in the bill basically. Is that fair?
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
So yeah, we'll go and watch, and hopefully he does well.
There you go.
You're doing signatures too?
I do. I had to make an autograph when someone asked me like a couple of years ago, can I sign? And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do like my actual signature.
So if you don't know, this is what Luke does in his spare time at the drift track. He goes and signs people's hats and their merch, and he's a pretty famous guy here in New Zealand, isn't he?
Pardon?
Bit of a famous guy here in New Zealand. Well, worth it. Shot my brain.
There you go, bro.
Awesome, thank you heaps.
You can just never wash that because it's not a fabric marker, it's a permanent one.
I couldn't do it.
He's a bit slow, isn't he, James? Alright, so we know who we're up against now. We're up against Geordie, Cole, twin turbo 1UZ S14. He's a ripper. So we definitely got a hard battle on our hands in the top 16. It looks like it's gonna rain. The track is literally just over there, and there's this big wall of what looks like rain coming at us. So I'm not an NZ weather expert by any means, but it looks like it's gonna rain. Is that good or bad? I don't know. If my power steering works, I think dry or wet doesn't really matter. If the power steering isn't working, if it's wet, that would actually be quite favourable, I think, because it sort of slows things down and makes it less steering reliant. I'll more so steer the car with my pedal. Yep, we'll see what happens. We're putting on my first fresh 265s of the whole event, so that'll be kind of fun as well. Obviously, brand new tyres, so we'll see. Alright, we haven't got ready for our battle yet. It's raining. It's raining, so it's definitely going to put a spanner in the works.
Green light drops down the front straight we go. Already entered. Yes! Sliding the car out to that other side. Rotating really widely. Geordie Cole sort of holding it back together, doing a not too bad a job. And the chase resistance, it had a little bit of a bobble in that Fink. Really giving it away. Luke Fink is driving nicely in that little underpowered car. Now that car's probably got 1,000 horsepower at the wing, which is really doing wonders. Boys! So, in the oh wow, over rotate. Yes. No, he held it. He somehow held it. Geordie Cole has held it. Luke Fink has got out of drift. Now, they may not give him the huge deduction that we'd all think because he got out of it, because he was basically got Geordie Cole, who was almost going to over rotate, to gathered it back up. Now still a bit of a messy line here. Luke just keeping the proximity right on the edge here. Geordie Cole, can he hold it together through the centre part of the section? Now in the last edge here, look at that, Luke Fink right up with him, but dragging all the Luke Fink in the 32, the JDM man. Woo! Send him straight down. Oh, look at him. Well, it's interesting and dancing. Let's get straight into it. Turn the mic on, mate. Yes. Turn the mic on, but look at that. Taylor James doing a really nice job to here. A little bit of a bobble there for Luke on the really wide here by Luke Fink. Drive that little undercarriage car getting from those 2-6 wide. Taylor closing the door there as they come through this section, but Luke just really at home. Look how wide he is in that outer zone there. Put in the car. Oh, a little bit of a bobble there. Not what he wanted to do there. Was it Luke? Let's see what the hell RB34 power this E14 of Taylor James. He's wide. He's real wide there. Luke Fink doing a nice job there, sitting up on the door there, but really bobbly in behind. Maybe Taylor's going a little bit slow for the Luke Fink there. Real nice lead right there by Taylor James. Look right up on the rear corner there. But look at the adjustment that's going on through there for Luke to try and sit with it, but the proximity is there. Really also with Taylor James in that outer zone. Real smooth line man by Taylor James, have to say, and Luke Fink really sticking with it.
Alright guys, I don't know what's been filmed and captured up to this point, but unfortunately we were knocked out top 8, but we were the highest qualifier in the top 8 that got knocked out, so I believe we should be either 5th or 6th, something like that. I can't remember. 5th or 6th, somewhere around there. We got knocked out. It was kind of, I don't know, I'll let you guys, hopefully I've got footage of it in here and you can be the judge, but I was pretty stoked on Doran your man the whole way around the track. His chase on me, miles back, not miles, but you know, he's back a ways. They took like a point or two off me for touching the wall. So it ended up being apparently 0.5 of a point for the decision, which is like whatever. Anyway, it's I don't know, it's one of those situations I think where they'd rather see like an 80% run than they would you know, 110% run. But I don't like driving like that, so I'm just going to keep driving 110% and do cool chases and stuff. So either way, had fun. Can't believe we even got that far with that car. With all the freaking dramas we had, we got that car, you know, top 10 at the very least, but either 5th or 6th in D1NZ. It's one of the only cars in the entire field of pro and amateur. It's one of 2 cars here that I believe had a factory gearbox, which is just wild. Yeah, time for many drinks. It's gonna be good.